Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
We've got if you wonder what date it is, it's November 23rd, 2021. Right.
Got the timestamp on there. Perfect.
It's like it's retro.
It's that we don't get a clean feed out of that camera. That's why you have
serious?
to. Yeah, that's why you have to kind of.
It's retro.
It's a public service announcement.
Oh, that's why you crop it out.
That's why I crop it out. Yep.
Oh.
There you go.
Oops. You can still crop it. You can crop it right now.
All right, you guys get talking. I'll fix it.
Try rotating the view screen on the camera till it's fully No. Just real quick.
Hold on.
Oh, your hack is not good enough for the videographer.
I know.
He's gonna learn the camera.
Tom just said, "Talk amongst yourselves."
Everybody,
A little bit
ignore
coffee
anything
talk.
that's happening.
Coffee talk.
I was saying
man.
as we came on air, I've got the week of Thanksgiving. It's not cold. It's some sort of allergy thing that I think involves leaves.
Allergy.
It's allergies.
Yeah.
It's allergies.
I get sick whenever I have some time off. And
Your body
you're probably like
crashes.
that too, Chris. Do
Yeah.
you do that?
I go. Even
and then once you relax,
post big event crash.
And then once you relax, your body's like, okay, I have time to be sick now. Yeah, I do the same thing.
Why I never stop.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah. Way to go, Tom.
In this folder, you
Next level.
It's like this is your tutorial on how to use this.
go to the folder icon.
That camera is way too inexpensive for
Well, we'll
Tom
just have
to
to
know
have
how
the
to
date
work.
on
I know.
There we go. I mean, nobody wants to see
There
our
we
legs
go. That's what I was
anyway,
suggesting. Just zoom
so
in.
I'll do that.
Thank you. Nobody wants to see our legs
sit
on
like this.
TV.
No, see, it's okay.
It's all
Look
good.
at that. It's all good.
Yeah, and the resource centers, like I'm advertising. I feel like a NASCAR
You are,
driver.
it is kind of on your head. Isn't it?
No, it's fine. There we go.
There we go. Is everybody okay?
My new
I think we're
tattoo.
good.
That always
My
cracks
new
me
forehead
up.
tattoo.
When the drivers have just finished a race and they're super dehydrated, they're like, "Here, chug this Pepsi." I was like, I don't want to, but
It was
okay.
milk. Is that
Well,
the Indy,
that's for
the
Indy.
Indy 500.
Yeah,
The NASCAR drivers just have to chug whatever their sponsor is,
Yeah,
like
right.
Pepsi or like Four Loko.
Red Bull.
Oh, yuck.
Yuck.
Oh man, I could. I wouldn't say I could use some Red Bull, but I just need more coffee.
Yeah, more
Do you
coffee
guys know
today.
who Kyle Sheely is?
I don't. You want to
think I
introduce
do,
him
no.
to us?
Okay, this is some pop culture for you for Rogersville. Apparently, there is a cat from Rogersville named Kyle. I think it's Sheely. I might be butchering his name. And I guess he's made himself quite a internet celebrity.
Wow.
Really?
And you can see this on the TikTok.
On the TikTok.
He realized that the come and go vendors, that like corporate people come in and put posters up, right? And that it's vendors that come and put posters up, not corporate people, and that the cashiers don't really know when they're coming. So he made a 9-foot poster of himself and just put it up.
Oh, I saw this.
Put it up in a come and go.
That is fantastic.
That hit
And
national.
It hit
didn't
national,
Yeah.
and now Come and Go and Red Bull, which is why I thought of
They're
this,
sponsoring.
have sponsored the Kyle Sheely meal because that was what the poster was for.
Wow.
And the clerks are like, we don't know what it is.
So they just
fantastic.
let him put it up.
They
didn't
just,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, he just set it up like he was doing what he was doing.
I saw that
Just
the
walk-
other day.
so
I didn't know
just
he was
walk
from.
in.
Walked in.
I didn't know he was from Rogersville.
He is from
though.
Rogersville.
That's awesome.
Yes, this
Good
is
job,
what I've
Kyle.
heard through the
Way to
rumor
go,
mill.
Is he a
Kyle.
Rogersville grad or
I
just lives
think
here?
so. I think he lives here.
How old is he?
I'm guessing in the 30-ish.
Ish.
Some people go
30-ish.
out
Maybe
and
late
loot cities
Yeah.
for
He just decorating
fun,
come and goes.
and he goes in and decorates.
And
come
his
and
meal
goes.
deal is 2 pieces of pizza and a Red Bull for $5, which is
Boom.
a good deal, but then
And
a
they're
bad
looking
deal
for it
later.
on
Well,
their-
considering
their
a Red Bull is
computer.
$5 for
Yeah,
just
alone.
one of them,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah.
So we need to get Kyle on the show.
Oh my goodness,
Fantastic.
That's
He needs his own show.
He's
That's-
like a big
yeah.
deal.
He needs his own show.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the
like
kind
a
of
big deal.
creativity we need in this
That's
world.
exactly
Someone
right.
said he had like 2 million followers. Or
We're all
something on
fired.
TikTok.
We're all fired.
Yeah, just bring him.
Here
He's
you
better
go.
You guys
than we
haven't been
are.
working hard enough.
If you're feeling a lot of angst in your life, that's where you channel that energy.
It is.
Just do something like that.
Don't go stealing purple dinosaurs.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I need an update on the dino. See where it is. Where
New
it is
one or
in
old one?
transit.
Either one.
The one
Either
that's
one.
en route.
What do you mean you need an update? Do we not get it on Amazon?
No.
No.
Have you not heard this?
No,
The
I
guy-
know. I'm just saying, like, you would be getting notifications right
Oh,
now.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'd be like, hey, Chad, where's the dinosaur? Do you know?
I did have a little fun yesterday. So Jack's FFA orders are in. You know,
Yes.
if you went in, so we delivered.
yeah.
You know, and we got. I should have brought yours, Tom. It's in my freezer at home.
Oh, cool.
But anyway,
Are you
What
putting
was
them
that?
up? Are you
Just my
putting them on
phone.
porches and taking pictures? And
I did.
sending people?
We did that one. I did. Our good friend Laura Dougherty. I never know how to say that name.
I don't either. Laura, please tell us how to pronounce your last name.
She bought something from Jack,
Daughtry.
and so she wasn't.
Daughtry.
It's different than that.
I don't know.
It's different than that.
But anyway, she wasn't home. She said, "You can just leave it on the porch." So I sent Jack up there. I said, "Take a picture of it." And so I texted to her and said, "How was your delivery? Thumbs up, thumbs down." I got thumbs up. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was pretty fun. We had a good time.
Oh, fun humor of the modern world.
Yeah.
Well, I just got back from Dubai.
Yeah, how was that?
Yeah,
Will?
how was that trip?
It was hot.
Is that
Was it hot?
that's just south of Lebanon? Where is that?
It's just south of Iran.
Is that down there by Kabul?
Lebanon,
Kabul,
Kabul.
Lebanon,
Dubai,
Dubai.
Dubai.
Too bad.
Just crossing over the Nangwa River.
Is that
Yeah.
north of Salem?
Yeah, that's right. A little south of Iran.
Oh, I meant Lebanon.
Lebanon,
Sorry.
Lebanon. No, we're a little north of Lebanon in that neck of the woods, but it was hot. Yeah.
So it's hot. Is it a dry heat?
No, it's kind of like it is here because you're sitting
Weird.
you're sitting right on the Gulf, on the Persian Gulf. So
Well, that just doesn't seem right.
yeah,
There's always a breeze, though, right?
there was often a breeze. Yeah, yeah.
So it blows out of there. It's not like
It wasn't overly humid. I didn't think it was overly dry. It was just, and it wasn't really that uncomfortable for being 89, 90 most of the time.
It's
when
not
we-
like
Yeah.
Phoenix. It's not like Phoenix heat.
Thomas
never been to
forever
Phoenix.
changed
Phoenix
for the
heat
Phoenix
is-
heat trip.
It will suck the life out of you.
Well, I don't know. If you go there the right time, I mean, obviously it was winter, no fall, November,
Winter.
Yeah.
winter when we were there.
Did they
but-
have any Christmas lights up?
No. The second I want to watch Lauren crack herself up here for a while. You know,
that's good.
occasionally you do
They're-
step
yeah.
across those cultural lines.
They
kind
love
of,
singing "We Three Kings."
you kind of don't think about it, you know, when you step over some
Yes.
culture. And so I'm in a spice shop and I'm making friends with these Iranian spice dealers, right? And so we're kind of comparing recipes. I'm like, oh yeah, here's this pork roulade I'm making. They're like, yeah, we don't eat
we
pork.
don't eat pork. And
Oh,
you're
I'm
like,
like, oh yeah, that's
yeah.
right. It's like
It's a whole thing.
Okay. They were very nice about it.
We-
They're just like, we
no
don't eat-
discount for
And
you.
then we had
We don't get a lot
nothing
of
in
pork.
common.
You got to
We
be able
just
to
stared
laugh
at each
about
other.
it, right? Like,
Right,
We
yeah.
have a young man on our soccer team whose family's from Egypt, and we served him breakfast over here before the quarterfinal game, and we had a whole tray of bacon, and he happens to be right behind me in line, and I took mine, and I look back, and I go, "Hey, Ferris, can I have yours?" And he just laughed. He laughed. I'm glad he had a good sense of humor. Right? He was like, "Yeah, coach, you can have it."
They make fun of us.
Yeah.
No kidding. No kidding. I'll tell you what, though. I think one of my experiences I had over there was the idea of, and I don't know, I'm sure that there are people, but the idea that the Americans are the rude people was totally disproven to me because there were so many people from so many European countries.
That's well, who?
in
Oh my
particular,
gosh.
that were
France.
just
Oh.
All from
you're-
France.
They come from France.
so obnoxious.
bad.
I know it's like, oh, you're from France. Do you speak German? No, you're welcome.
Oh man. That is funny.
The truth is that they all speak French and German and
Yeah,
English.
they do.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. Everybody over there spoke English. I mean, and it's like if you tried to speak anything else, not that I could, but they like, no, we just rather speak English.
I think it's sad that you can't embrace your cultural differences anymore. And this goes for foreign countries and different states and different regions. I think it's fun to make fun of
This
yourself.
is no.
You
Let's be.
actually
You can
though.
anywhere but here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
only a select few that want you to not be able to.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
that's kind of part of the gig.
The rest of the world, it's fine. It's
And-
just in our stupid country right now.
I
that
hate to
thinks
say
it's
it.
a problem.
It's probably a pretty small percentage of people
very
that
small, but they're loud.
that they're loud, and the media
And scary.
has media is buying into that, and they're playing that.
Yeah.
Are you seeing a little bit of a call out though? Like
A
it's
little bit, I
really
think
Oh, yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I've been asking like, when's the pendulum going to swing too far? And I wonder if we're getting there. There's enough of just like this isn't working.
But I think the problem is you're going to see the pendulum. It's gone too far, but. Whenever the pendulum goes this far on this side, it goes that far on the other side.
Oh, it
too.
always
And
does. It
That's
gets
what's going to
obnoxious.
be. That's
yeah,
what's going to be
and I mean, you
rough.
shouldn't be mean about it. It's supposed to be like good-natured fun. You got to make fun of yourself.
Absolutely.
Well, I did see quite a bit of people, quite a bit, who knows? I did see some evidence of people over this whole Kyle Rittenhouse trial going, I had no idea that his victims were white. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And because the news media never reported so many of the details.
And they didn't
And
retract
convicted
it.
felons.
And they didn't retract any of it either.
Oh no!
They-
No,
do-
they
no.
just went
And some of them,
full
like
bore with it.
MSNBC, they're still doubling down on it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're still calling him a white supremacist, and racism is alive and well because of this verdict. I'm
Oh,
like,
jeez.
there's no racism in this whatsoever. I mean,
They love
it's
us
all-
divided, folks. They love us divided.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they do love us divided. That is truly that's
sells.
truly the deal.
That sells.
Because if you're
the
divided and
clicks.
angry, you're consuming more of their product.
Can't have emergency power if there's no emergency.
Mash that
Bum, bum, bum.
It's the truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
So what's going on here in Rogersville other than Thanksgiving?
button. Yeah, I was gonna say it's
I
Thanksgiving.
don't know.
Hey, I'm super excited, and I'm going to roll this out here, I guess, right now. But you know, Creedstown, they're having their little thing on the 18th.
Yeah, I'm excited for them.
I'm going to be there.
I had a feeling you would.
I'm going to be serving up some turkey legs. Smoked
What is
turkey
this?
legs.
Smoked turkey legs. Creedstown's having like a holiday event.
I don't even know what's
Festival.
Creedstown.
Creedstown Ranch, Jenny and Jason Farley's new place. So it's like an event center, but it's really cool.
It's really
We
neat.
had a
It's like
chamber meeting there,
like a mini
right?
village. I don't think so.
No, we
I don't
haven't.
think we
Which
have.
one am I thinking of?
Where's
You're
your-
thinking of
your-
Storybook Barn.
No, not that
Story-
one.
Are you thinking
The
of
one off of
Thomas's?
south of 125.
Cedars.
No, not Cedars. The one that's
Harvest.
Harvest. That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep.
We
Thanks.
have a lot of wedding venues out in Rogersville.
Straighten me out.
This is
So anyway,
I've been
You did
there.
an in the
Creedstown.
loop out there.
I did an in loop out there. Super nice people. It's a cool place. It's been a venue for a while, but they've bought it and changed it up a little bit. But it's going to be like a family fun Christmas Festivus.
Free to attend.
I love it.
Free
Is
to
it really
attend.
Festivus themed? No. Because that would be amazing.
No,
The Festivus poll, an airing of the grievances.
I'm ready for the
Airing the
feats of
grievances
strength.
is my favorite part.
of problem with you people.
Feats of strength is my favorite part.
Feats of strength.
Feats of strength. Yep.
it's going to be
When I was younger,
all kinds
maybe.
of holiday fun.
Not
So you're going to
anymore.
be there?
I'm going to be there. And so you can come out and we're going to get the gang together and we're going to smoke some turkey legs and have those for sale and some hot wassail.
Wassail.
Oh,
My
hot
aunt
wassail.
Sheila
Homemade
makes
hot-
a great hot wassail.
You've mentioned Sheila's
Have
wassail
I?
before, and I think we need the
I
recipe.
get the recipe.
Speaking of you all,
Spill
brought-
the tea,
you all-
Ballard.
You all dropped Harvest. Michelle and I went to Harvest. It was
need
a
to
couple
try
weeks
it.
ago.
Was it
blown
amazing?
away.
Was it amazing?
It was amazing.
I cannot believe I've
Blown
never
away.
been.
It was
haven't
so
either.
good.
Talk to me.
It was
Can't
so
believe I've never
good.
been.
What did you have?
We had everything.
Don't they usually do
Had
kind
it
of a
all.
tasting menu?
They had a well, no, it's not really tasting. They have a pastrami board. Mm-hmm. It's a board of pastrami, and it was a mound.
Is it?
I don't know.
What are
was
those
a
boards
mound
called?
of
I always called it a
pastrami.
caricature board. I know that's not how you
You're
say
right,
it.
right.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
It's a
Yeah.
charcuterie, but
caricature board.
But it was it was pastrami, and then we had the smoked trout, which Michelle was like, because
I love trout.
I get into like the app phase, and I want to order everything on the
Yeah.
app menu, and
Yeah.
Michelle's like, stop, and I'm like, no, it'll be good. So we eat the pastrami, and then we get the smoked trout, and she's like, I'm not going to eat any of that. Well, then I guess whenever I took my first bite, I was like, oh no, like that.
It's
I'm
awful.
gonna
It's
waller
awful.
in
You
it.
don't want this.
You don't want to eat none of this. Then she was like, well, let me try. I said, no, you were too full. You didn't want to eat any of that. So then we had that, and then we had the main course, and then we had this, and I had the filet, and Michelle had I can't remember what she had. And then I had the, it was the chocolate creme brulee,
Ooh, that sounds nice.
and it was really good.
That sounds very tasty.
And they have a great wine list, too.
I need to try it.
I'm not a big fan of creme brulee, but a chocolate creme
Chocolate
brulee.
creme brulee.
Can't
is-
believe I haven't eaten
That
it.
Bomb diggity.
sounds, that's
yeah,
next
it was
level.
really good.
I am one to try the food stuff, and I just have not been there yet.
And is the 11th, is that our Rogersville Christmas parade?
Fourth.
The 4th.
Saturday after Thanksgiving. Well,
Okay, that's coming right up then.
It
Fourth.
really is.
yeah. We probably should talk about that after
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
The Christmas parade.
Miracle on
Center Street.
Center Street.
Is that what it's called?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Merry
No.
Christmas, Mr. Potter.
It's not it. It's not the movie. I watched it.
Mary!
Mary!
Still not it.
What was that one on Saturday Night Live where they had
that bell rings.
you ever seen
Still
the
not
one
it.
that one either.
Still not
I
it.
don't
Not that
remember
one.
the
the
details.
Sprocket?
Not that one either.
You call me off one more time. Is that it?
Nope.
Are we there?
That
Nope.
was the one where Sprocket has the little monkey.
Really think
Yeah,
it matters, Clark?
Best German
Think it matters,
television.
Eddie?
touch my mind. Your story becomes tiresome.
Dana Carvey's over there doing that. He goes,
Two different conversations.
That was awesome.
That was a great bit. We're over having two different conversations, but yeah.
Our
Keep track.
viewership is dropping because
My
they're
name
like,
is
these
D-Tech.
idiots
We can't
are
keep track.
Is
talking.
there anybody watching?
Yeah,
We're
we got,
excited to see each other. It's been like 2 weeks.
9 people.
9 people watching. Hey, thank you.
So I was really hoping you guys would send me a link so I could join from Dubai.
We barely, we
Yeah.
barely got the plane off.
Barely
the
got
We
it
got
up and
this
running.
to turn on.
Okay.
We got that to turn on.
Well, I saw you managed to do the broadcast. That was awesome.
And we had a great time. I don't remember what we talked
I
about,
don't
but it was
either.
fantastic.
No.
We talked for like an hour.
Because
we did.
I was with a camel.
Really?
Yeah, I could have.
Did they spit?
Yeah, no, they had little
Shields.
That was a movie line, by the way.
Yeah. Watch out, they spit. Aladdin, the original.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a little thing over their mouths. I'm assuming to stop them from spitting at
Oh,
the
well,
people.
there you go.
Yeah. So, but we rode a camel.
At the Americans.
The Americans.
They're French camels. Pew, pew, pew.
I fart in your general direction.
Mother was a hamster. Father smelt of elderberries.
We could go movies all day. Let's go.
That's what
Oh my god.
Oh, I watched Dune the other night.
I've heard good
wow,
things about
that's-
Dune.
It was really good. Yeah.
Has anybody seen the new Ghostbusters film?
I
haven't.
want to.
Hear
We're
it's good. I
We're gonna
wanna-
take the kids.
Yeah, normally, so that's a
gonna take the
Thanksgiving
kids.
tradition is to see a movie on Thanksgiving evening. Do you guys do
Yeah.
that?
I know that's very common. We don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't, but I do. Yes, also know it's common.
All
We
my
watch it at
other
home.
traditions have been broken the last 2 years, so we're keeping that one intact.
I like it.
I think Sam is of the age where we're going to watch Saving Private Ryan together.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a little brutal.
It's
but
intense.
I think it's a good movie to
And
watch.
right out of the chute, it's like,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
just to set the tone.
He was asking me the other day. He's like, "Hey, Dad, what do you? So how does Saving Private Ryan start out?" He goes, "Is it worse?" He goes, "Is it worse than Hacksaw Ridge?" And I go,
yeah.
I said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "It's a little rougher." And he goes, "Like how?" And I go, "Well, because they're able to tell you an emotional connection of these characters really fast. That's kind of the cool part about it."
Like
and then all of a sudden,
right from the beginning, you
right
go,
from the
I'm glad
beginning.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, I downloaded Band of Brothers to
Oh,
watch.
jeez.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
jeez.
As I was flying, and I was about 8 episodes in, and then got there, and so then I had the last 2 to watch on the way back, and so I'm sitting here, I'm watching it, and they're in the it's when they find the concentration camp and all that stuff. I'm watching that on the plane. And Shelby looks over and she's like, "Are you sure you want to be watching that now? We're on Lufthansa." I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's okay."
Yikes.
There are a lot of Germans here. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it, I'm watching Band of Brothers. Good call.
Right after I
Brilliant.
had babies,
On the
every
German-
time any
on the
military
German
movie
plane.
started, I just started sobbing. I'm like, oh my god, it's so sad, they're gonna die. Like,
Well, and I contemplated like having him watch Band of Brothers first before we watched Saving Private Ryan because I thought Band of Brothers was a little more historic and it told like the overall.
Right.
So I'm still kind of
History lesson first.
Yeah. And then Pacific. Did you ever watch Pacific?
No, I don't think I
The
saw
Pacific? That was kind of like the follow-up series from Band of Brothers.
I heard about it, but I don't think I watched
Yeah,
it.
it's
I didn't
really,
know about
really
that. I don't
good.
think I even knew about that.
Very good.
Our daughters randomly asked how many people died in World War II. I don't know where that came from the other day. And it was like, oh, it's like 30 million. We looked it up. It's like, what the crap?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But we think we have problems that we need to talk about a lot.
Yeah.
They're not real
Yeah.
problems.
it. Well, they're real problems.
We don't have
They're
any problems
real.
a good World War III wouldn't solve.
Oh my god.
They already did that. It's called COVID. That's
Didn't work.
Yeah.
the new freaking.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Didn't work.
War is very different.
Yeah.
It is really different. It
We
is
are in
really,
a civil
really
war
different.
right now. It's just a very different.
It's a civil Cold War.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
It
is.
is.
It's very
Cultural
weird.
Civil war.
But,
Yeah.
Very weird.
Not to bring it down,
let's
but
do it.
anyway, back to Thanksgiving.
There's
Yeah.
a Christmas parade coming up.
Very ADHD this morning.
We
I
are
apologize.
all over the map.
So, a guy I had to put a shot of espresso in my Mexican coffee this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
By the way, how
Yikes.
The
How good
Mexican
is
is
that Mexican?
good. It's really good.
I need
Yeah.
to try it. It's
It's
one of
kind
my favorite.
Mellow.
It is mellow. I like
It
it.
is.
I like it a lot.
It's got a little bit of an earthy taste, but it's mellow.
Are we going to be able to keep that in the regular rotation? You think?
well, that does. Sean's our roaster. It kind of cycles in and out of what he gets.
I'll have to try it.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
But while he has it, yes,
Yeah,
we'll
I'm a
continue
fan.
to
I
have
like
it,
that
because we're
Mexican
getting a lot of
coffee.
good feedback. By the way, have you seen our new Christmas lineup?
Oh my jingle bells. It looks delicious.
I'm not a frou-frou coffee drinker, but
It'll
my
turn you
jingle
one.
bells.
the cherry mocha had
Yeah.
kind of, because I like the cordial cherries.
Yeah,
Those are good.
It looks really good. When I read it, I was like, "Ooh, that looks nice. That looks nice." Oh, they all look nice.
You may have to do another tasting.
I know. I need
that's
to.
True.
I need
That's
to.
what we ought to talk about is Small Business Saturday.
Oh,
Yes.
it's coming.
Let's remember our Rogersville businesses. Let's keep them strong.
Yep.
Yep.
Get out and support them.
So I know Storytime is closed Thursday and Friday, but then Saturday they'll be open. And they've got a whole new line of merch too. So
It's gonna be a good
coffee
day.
mugs and sweaters and shirts and all that. Gift cards for Christmas if you're shopping. So
Yeah, and
there's
go-
probably what
I don't know. Go to the chamber page too,
Yeah.
because they're doing a deal where if you spend local dollars, you take your receipts, and there's an explanation on it. And I'm not going to be able to say it very well, but just go to the chamber page and look that over because you can win gift cards,
gift
and
cards,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
For shopping
from
local.
local businesses.
I could get a lot of entries just by turning in my gas receipts.
Yowza.
No doubt.
Speaking of shopping in Rogersville, I went to Apple Market last night. Later we were at the Wildcat Closet working on the Christmas Country store. And I go over to the Apple Market after. It was a super enjoyable shopping experience. It was not crazy busy. They were stocked on every single thing I needed. And, I mean, just kudos to the Apple Market crew.
I like Little Apple Market. I intentionally go there first.
I do too.
The only thing I haven't been able to find there recently was the Garam Marsala. I got that from you. So.
Yep. Just
Marsala.
random spice.
I know what December 11th is. We're going to do another smoke show episode
Cool.
from Valley Mountain
So
Quality
bring my
Meats.
pipe and my robe.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
Oh,
Smoke show.
Pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Phil and I are going to go to Valley Mountain, and we're going to set up outside in the pop-up, and we're going to grill some of their steaks.
That's cool.
And
Nice.
you can, we'll do that live, and you can come by and get a little steak sample from Valley Mountain on December 11th.
That's fun.
It will be fun. We're really looking forward to doing that with them.
Very good. Their meat's amazing.
Actually, it was It was Michelle's birthday, November 5th. She was like, "Hey, what are
Happy
you gonna
birthday,
do?"
Michelle.
Hey, happy birthday, hon. And she wanted to grill some steaks, and we went and got a propane tank, and it was one of those the switch had flipped on the inside, and so there was no gas coming out of it.
Oh, no.
So I was like, and she went and bought some fillets from
Valley.
and I was like, well, we'll pan fry them. We don't usually do that at the house.
Yeah.
We don't usually pan fry. I pan fried those puppies. Boom.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
That was great.
Yep.
That was great. You go to a restaurant, how much are you going to spend for fillets? You're going to spend like
too much.
$45
Yeah,
a piece,
50
you
bucks.
know? And I forget, we got a great deal on the fillets there, and then we fried them up at home, and we were living like kings.
Yes. It's
And
great meat.
queens.
It's local, and it's very affordable.
Yes,
we're
it is.
super lucky to have them here in town. So,
I agree.
and we bought our last container of milk from them there.
You're doing milk too.
Yeah.
It's not, what's it called? It's there in Mountain Grove.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
Memory.
No. It's
not
No, that's
Memory.
Fordland.
Because Highland bought them, I think.
Yep.
Oh, did they?
I can't remember the one in Mountain Grove.
But you can
I
get
gotta remember it.
good local milk at Valley Mountain too. Good stuff. So we bought that there. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, a stick of butter.
That's all you need.
That's all you get. Can you remember that?
Probably
loaf of bread.
some vegetables.
You've remembered that for
Stick of butter.
40 years.
45 years. Remember that?
PBS.
PBS Sesame Street. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, a stick of butter. I don't remember.
I don't remember
got
that
it.
one.
You don't?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't remember that
Part
one.
of
What
my
was that
childhood.
on?
Sesame Street.
Was it Sesame Street?
Yep. That's the one. There you go.
I got all kinds of warm fuzzies there.
Taking you back.
What are you most looking forward?
Today's episode is brought to you by
What's your go-to food at Thanksgiving, everybody? What's your jam?
Oh, I love the stuffing.
I'm a big fan of stuffing.
I like
turkey.
the stuffing. And
I like turkey
Turkey.
and
I
mashed
just-
potatoes.
I went to dark meat
the
though.
mashed potatoes, the stuffing, and the turkey and the gravy all just kind of
Yes.
coming together. into
Yes.
Giblet
one.
gravy.
Green bean casserole.
Giblet gravy.
I like
Yeah,
the
I don't
giblet
need
gravy.
the
I
giblet.
love
Don't
gravy.
need the giblets.
You got to put you get the pile of turkey, preferably dark meat.
giblets. Always remember the giblets.
Julia. And the stuffing, and you pour the gravy over it all. You just eat it. It's
There is something about the combination of the Thanksgiving food that is majestic.
it really is.
Yeah.
It's a
so
majestic unicorn.
We're doing a grilled deer tenderloin
Nice.
Oh.
It's very good.
because Daddy brought home the
Because
meat.
you're the
right?
great white hunter.
I didn't even get to go hunting this year because I was out of the country for
wow.
most of it. But Jack got a deer. So,
Oh, nice.
So we got his.
Did he get it on the homestead?
He did.
Oh, that's awesome.
He did.
That's always better.
We don't
Yeah.
hardly hunt. We don't. We only hunt on
Organic free range.
No. Yep.
About 10,000 deer were on the highway this year. Good
Yeah.
grief, they were everywhere.
That's why you need hunting.
Exactly.
Today
Yes.
is the last day for rifle season.
So inhumane.
Today
when you
is?
hit them with
Today.
your car.
I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah.
No, today is the last day.
Wow.
I was corrected.
Well, the last day of the regular firearms season. There's
The
gonna be
antlered, yeah,
There'll be an antlerless season. There's
Still
a muzzle loader, right?
Choose your weapon adventure season.
getting
Isn't there
darker
one
in
that you
here.
get to like?
Well, here's the thing. I haven't figured out how to do this, and I think it's the camera. See?
It's a
The
ghost.
light, the white balance is adjusting.
It's a ghost.
It fades in and out the whole time.
It's the Jamestown.
It's like
ghost.
that.
Watch-
Was it Close Encounters.
Watch the
Bum,
logo.
bum,
If you watch the
bum,
logo
bum.
behind us, you'll see it. It'll
Yeah.
fade in and fade out.
It's the
'cause it's-
Jamestown ghost.
I just thought it was
I think
That's
we need
weird.
to turn
We're
off. We
we're
need to
shining
turn
so
off
bright.
some auto
auto
setting.
setting.
Oh, there it
Yeah.
goes. There it went real
See?
dark.
Yep, there it is. See now you can see it really good, and then it's going
a
to
little
go
more
there.
contrast. We need to work on that.
Well,
If we
need to
only knew somebody that knew something about cameras.
Yes, I love technology.
There's been so many random movie quotes.
I know. They're just.
For those of you playing at home, keep score.
we need to go
That
through
was
and
a
like
Napoleon
ping,
Dynamite
ping
thing,
it
yeah.
up with a ping,
If you missed
whatever
that
they're
one.
quoting,
Napoleon
like a
Dynamite.
pop-up
This
video.
will pop up.
Wow, there you go. That was
God,
back
this
to the
has been
90s,
so
wasn't it?
random.
Pop-up video.
Pop-up video.
Pop-up video.
Oh my goodness, I
Yeah.
didn't even mean that.
Our cable provider only provided VH1, so I did not get the luxury of growing up with MTV as a kid. We had VH1,
Hey,
so
Lauren,
pop-up videos.
neither did I.
I know, but
we
all the
had
other
it.
kids my age
We had
did.
it, but I was Baptist, so I wasn't allowed to watch it.
It's a bummer. The forbidden fruit.
We had to watch it when Mom and Dad were gone.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it.
Mom and Dad are going to turn on Beavis and Butthead.
I am Cornholio.
So yeah, I watched a lot of pop-up video because there wasn't that many episodes of it, and it's the same like 10 songs over and over and over.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, kids just have no idea.
No
wouldn't
clue
know.
what we went through.
I never saw really any MTV until I was in college. That was the first time
Really?
I really saw any MTV.
Same in my grandma's house because she had MTV.
Yep.
I watched.
Grandma rocks, huh?
She didn't watch
Back when
it.
they had music on MTV, huh?
Yeah, for the first 2 years, right?
Video killed the radio star.
And then they had nothing. Then
That was that was the very first video to ever be
Yeah.
played on MTV,
was.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep, sure was.
Was it?
Yep. Oh man, I almost the Buggles.
I think it is the Buggles.
I thought it was
I can't
Dire
remember.
Straits for
No,
some
Dire
reason.
Straits did I Want My MTV.
I want my MTV.
Okay.
So that obviously wasn't the first one.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There's a paradox
sense.
involved
Yep.
in that scenario.
It all makes sense now.
Weird Al parodied that one really well.
I like Dire
Into the
Straits.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Got
That's pretty
some
fun.
install microwave ovens.
Custom kitchen.
Delivery, hey, hey, hey.
We got the movies.
Refrigerators.
This is so weird. I'm
That
so
song has
sorry.
been canceled, by the way.
There's two people
Yeah, it
watching.
has. It's got a word in it.
Yeah, it's been canceled.
Yeah,
Yep,
it does.
it's-
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And I've actually I've
I'm
heard.
replaying it in my mind right now, trying to come up with what you're.
You
Yeah.
probably
He's
didn't
got his
hear
own
it.
jet airplane.
Oh,
That little,
Yeah.
he's got his own jet
Yeah.
airplane.
Probably didn't hear it
That
much.
little-
I don't
he's a
think they played that on the
millionaire.
radio
Yeah.
back in the day. You only hear it if you hear the full version.
They actually cut that word out now.
yeah.
On, but they'll leave other words in, which is just crazy to
it's
me.
hilarious, right? I mean, yeah.
Oh, they're like, let's shoot heroin. They've got that in a
Yeah.
song, but it's like, what?
Well, it's my white privilege to shoot
they'll-
heroin.
They'll like let the
have
Lord's
turkey at
name
Thanksgiving.
be put in vain.
Oh, yeah.
And that's easy. That's not that big of a deal. But then you do other things. It's so
My gosh, I was listening to some
Amazing to me.
some 2000s, early 2000s rap the other day because I literally like all kinds of music. I was like, whoa, this is really bad. Like,
yeah.
there were so many kids rolling in the 2000s listening to some seriously hardcore music.
Oh,
Beyonce
yeah.
is nasty.
Yeah.
No,
well,
no, it was not Beyonce.
Well-
it was Bone Thugs. And it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
So are we surprised at the culture today. Then
No, we're not. Honestly, I'm
That's what
not
we raised. That's what
surprised.
they raised them on.
Yeah.
We can see
I'm
the
not
slide.
surprised.
They're doing exactly
The
what they were
pop
raised
stuff
on.
is not that bad. It's like the fringe stuff that it's not that bad.
It's not that good.
It's not any worse than anything else out there.
That's fair.
But well, I do think the pop stuff is now. Back then, it was not.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
The pop stuff now is disgusting. It
Speaking
grosses
of
me out.
wholesome things out there to watch, you guys caught up on Yellowstone at this point?
I'm not. Don't say anything.
Wholesome.
I'm not. I did read an interesting article though. The guy that plays Travis this season is one of the
Taylor Sheridan.
creators.
Yeah, he's always been.
And
the,
he just
the
bought
head guy.
$192 million ranch.
Somebody posted that.
Or it's under contract. It says
Down
it's
in
pending.
Texas?
Yeah, it's the first time the 6666 ranch
The
became
four
available.
sixes.
Four sixes.
Four sixes.
Is that what they call it? The four
Four
It's
sixes.
easier to say, don't you think?
And yeah, and
Which is why it's probably being featured in this
is
this
it?
season. Yeah.
Okay. So
To
yeah,
some
he
extent.
bought it. Well, it seems like the article I was reading was saying that after featuring it, he decided to buy it.
Well, maybe that's it.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what happened.
It looks snazzy. It's like 142,000 acres.
Yep.
Missouri is a different deal than like Oklahoma and Texas and stuff, where people can own 100 and some thousand acres. I don't think hardly anybody in Missouri. I don't think anybody in Missouri owns that much acreage.
I don't think you.
We got
I don't know,
100.
how could you?
We got 120, and it feels puny.
Yeah.
It's like I want like 600. I need like
Have a
600.
whole section.
no.
Yeah.
There's
I'm happy with my 10.
there's a 1200.
That's a whole lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
There's a 1,200 acre parcel available right now in Wright County.
Wow.
I think it's like
Tell
7
us about
million.
it,
I think
realtor.
it's 7 million.
$7 million.
I think it's 7 million.
Wow.
I dredging that up after looking at it about 2 weeks ago. 7 million, 1,200 acres, 2 houses. It's a ranch, working cattle ranch.
Yeah.
That's
I was
10 acres is great. It is plenty of. If you have trees on 10 acres, you're working.
If you have acreage period,
But you can't run any cattle.
You can't run cattle on it. No.
You can't run those forest cattle.
You can run chickens and goats on it.
Well, 10 acres just is not going to support a lot of cows.
I know. Well, I grew up in the middle of a cow field.
Yep. So. I was a little surprised at the post you made, which I thought was awesome about how many Missouri's like what, number 3?
Number 3.
But
beef cattle.
we are knocking on Oklahoma's door.
We are.
We're not going to beat Texas, but I mean that's just a
Nobody's going to
size.
beat Texas. I mean, they're
Yeah.
like they've got like 4 million head.
No, I don't think people have any idea that beef cattle, and I am going to go out a limb, and I could be wrong here. I think that most of our beef cattle is probably small production.
Oh, I'm sure.
Not, cattle ranches that have, I don't know what the ones, like the Drummond Ranch in Oklahoma. I don't know how many head they have.
Well, but you also got to think most of it's probably in the southern part of the state because most of the north part of the state is crops.
Yeah. Yeah, you still see cattle, up to about the Missouri River, and then after that,
Yeah.
Yep. So a lot of people don't know that. Missouri is always a top 5 beef cattle.
I was surprised based on my my deep dive into Montana based on the Yellowstone program that Montana was so far down the list.
See, that didn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's that many people that live in Montana.
I think that's what it came down to.
that's what the deal is. It's too harsh.
Yep.
And you've got
It was
those.
a harsh and rugged
So-
place.
What you have are big operations up there, but you don't have what we
A
have
lot.
with a ton of small.
You don't
small
have
farms.
everybody that's got 5 or 10 herd in their backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how many people know that this is my full time job, but then I
Yes.
have
Yeah.
cattle
And that's what we all
Yeah.
do around here.
Yep.
What you got?
Pioneer Forest is the largest private landowner in Missouri with 150,000 acres.
Really?
Where's
I'm
it at?
surprised.
Let's see.
That's interesting. That's
Live
got to be row
research.
crops, is my guess.
Probably.
I knew some
Let's
pretty
see.
pretty large landowners when I lived over in southeast Missouri, and it was a
Emerson family?
I don't know.
That's what it said there. Real quick. Reading over your shoulder.
No, that's.
I'm guessing
else.
you're
That's in
talking
the
up.
United States.
You've got to
Never
be talking
mind.
up north.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it's probably up in the northern part.
In Northern,
Iowa.
near Iowa.
I just think about how big that is. That's mind blowing to own 100,000 acres.
Oh yeah.
I got a package. Speaking of Iowa, I have a package in Iowa right now for some unknown reason because it shipped from Illinois and it went to Chicago. It was in Chicago for like 4 or 5 days. It's in our distribution center. It's USPS, and then it's like, oh, it made it to Des Moines. I'm like, why is it in Des Moines?
It's on a
Have you-
spiritual
have you
journey,
seen,
Will.
Have you seen those memes where it's like
Yes.
UPS, like, this is where your package is. It'll be delivered by Scott, and
Amazon, I'm in your house. I
Yeah.
cleaned your. I cleaned your.
USPS, what letter?
What letter?
What package?
What package? Amazon, I'm in your house. I cleaned your dishwasher. I folded your laundry.
Left your package on your pillow.
That's right, with chocolate. How was your delivery?
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I was like,
USPS.
I've got, and I hate it that every time I see that something I've bought got shipped USPS, I'm just like,
But how spoiled are we, though? I mean, remember,
Yeah.
you used to just
I get that.
look at the mailbox every day and be like, oh, Lord, please let it be in there.
I get it, and now we generally know
like
when.
8 weeks
But it
to
does.
get
It's
stuff.
kind of like your package has been delayed. No, it's like go
You know,
to rage.
The
You
weirdest
have
thing
one
for-
job: get this from there to there. That's your whole job.
When I was a kid, they at Christmas time, my dad got me this Star Wars Star Destroyer or whatever.
You're a lucky boy.
And there was a missing part. Oh no! That came. It didn't come in the package, right? And so there was this thing you had to fill it
process.
out. You had to fill it out,
Yeah.
and you had to put in on there that I needed this part for it, right? And so I mailed it in, put it in the mailbox, and for a year, every day I would come home from school, I would open up the mailbox to see if I got my missing part.
parts.
This
for
is
that
a
Star
really
Destroyer.
sad story.
And I went for a year looking in that, and it never came.
It defined Tom's
And I
childhood.
never had it. And the same
So
thing
then
happened.
Tom joined the military.
That's right.
to enact his rage.
Same thing happened. We got a Tandy 1000 computer.
Oh, wow.
And back then you had the 5 megabyte hard drive,
Mm-hmm.
but then you could upgrade to a 10 megabyte hard drive.
Wow.
So I ordered the 10 megabyte hard drive. And I came home, and it took literally like 4 months for that thing to come in. And I remember coming home every single day, and I was like, I can't wait because I wanted to be able to open the computer up and put the new hard drive in and stuff like that.
I had the
And then
Tandy
it-
1000 with dual floppy drives. No hard drive.
You didn't have a hard drive on it?
No hard drive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
And then you stuck the floppy drive in, and it said, buy more Ovaltine.
yeah, that's right.
Drink more Ovaltine.
Nice. That was awesome. That was a good one.
I
I,
don't know.
like that.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
anything about this.
I had the one where I had to cut the proof of purchases out of 4 of the little
yeah.
Star Wars characters and
Oh,
send them
yeah,
in with $1
So
to
you
get
could
your
get-
new limited edition Boba Fett
Yeah.
character. It never came.
Never
came
came.
It
in.
never. those-
Now, but on the good
Turkeys.
side, I didn't notice they were falling out, but the screws on the belt clip of my Benchmade pocket knife fell out. And I had one left. It was like dangling. I'm like, oh, well, these screws have come out. So I emailed Benchmade and I said, hey, and they're like, well, what model number is your knife? And I told them, and they sent me a whole new belt clip and 3 new screws and said, you should use Loctite. I'm like, I will use Loctite. And so I was able to repair my pocket knife.
What are we talking about?
Good customer service.
Yeah, he
That's
had,
what we're
had to
talking
balance
about.
out,
Back in the
had to
day,
balance out the story.
I had a
there.
good experience.
That's the way it should be.
I don't know.
It was.
I remember floppy disks. I don't know.
These were 3.5s, not 5 1/4s.
So they were hard floppy disks.
Yeah, they were
Not
floppy
large
on the inside.
floppy.
They were like a lobster.
Yeah.
They had a hard outer shell.
Never taking those things apart.
Lobster.
Yeah, absolutely. We
The little
one
slide
time
thing
in
would get
school
bent,
we
you
had
know?
a floppy disk fight. We're like chucking them
like
across the room at each other.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was good times back then. You could get away with all that kind of stuff. I think those discs were air sick. I remember what the professor, the teacher said, "Seems like our floppy disks have gotten air sick."
Oh,
I was watching this video last night, and it was a random thing that was just kind of popped up on YouTube. But it was a story about over in England. They had the BBC actually created one of the first computers over there that was like a mass-produced computer that they gave to the schools, and they had kind of a grant. This is back with Maggie Thatcher. Anyways,
Mags.
there's this story of this guy that he was a school teacher at one of the local schools, and he brought he would rent one of these computers, he would bring it home, and then he would be able to use the word processor on it. Well, one night he's on his computer and he's, horsing around, and he leaves and they go to the pub, they come back home.
And it says, do you want to play?
You want to play
Close.
Do you want to play a game?
There's a message from a man that says that you're living in my house, and he's using this old, like 16th century language when he's talking to him on the computer.
what?
So the guy thought that was a little odd, so he copied it down, and he thought it maybe was a prank, but he copied the text down anyways, and he gave the computer back. Well, a week later, he got another message from this person from the 16th century.
Was it in iambic pentameter?
It was in a what do you call an old world language or old world
Old English?
English?
Old English?
So it's this really crazy story, but it's worth watching because it's really interesting. But supposedly the book is called The Vertical Plane, but it's this idea that there was a person in the past that was communicating over the internet or over this
Through the electromagnetic
through
spectrum.
the electromagnetic spectrum or whatever. Will knows more about this than I do. He hadn't even seen it.
I'm just making it
And
up.
then there's
I could write that book.
then they start talking to someone from the future from 2199.
2199.
And so these three people are all talking together.
His name was Prince.
It was crazy.
Sheesh. Now we're gonna party like it's 2199.
But if you want, it's like 30 minutes, but it's a good little story about this conspiracy or idea, this unsolved mystery. But I thought it was kind of neat.
That's nifty. That's pretty nifty.
That's where I was going with Unsolved Mystery. Where's that trench coat?
Have you had any
Love that
luck with Rogersville spooky stories, Lauren Brooke?
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Time to make it something up.
Somebody needs to make up a story.
I saw a Sasquatch in the backyard the other day.
There's a Sasquatch on 186. I mean, I've seen it every time I drive by.
Yeah.
Everybody
Me
knows
too.
about that.
Sam Scratch on 186.
There's a Sasquatch.
Everybody knows.
186.
Michelle wants one in our front yard too. She just keeps
Really?
talking about it. Yeah, she wants one of those big
You guys have
cement-looking things.
Oh, the cement ones?
Yeah.
You can do the profile ones. They're black like metal, I
I
think.
know a guy that he does 3D like
Printing?
archery targets.
Oh.
And so he made a Sasquatch out of that material.
I'll bet,
So
I'll
he
bet,
could make one of those up
Really?
for
I'll
you.
bet Jason Sweeney could pull off something like that.
I'm sure he could.
Some metal art.
Oh, yeah.
Metal art guy.
Squatch. Nope, I got nothing. I got no good stories.
Okay, we're
I
gonna
keep
do
trying to make one
Thanksgiving this weekend. Then we're gonna do a Christmas parade the next weekend.
Shop local on Saturday.
Do it.
Yes, Shelby's got her candles in
I need to go get one.
Healthy
I
Blends.
need to go get one.
She has candles.
She started making candles.
Some-
I've got
list of
a
things
couple
to
ideas
do.
for her.
Okay,
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
I'm not sharing them now.
Okay, it's fine. She's kind of a hippie, so they're all like all natural wood wicks, and they're phthalate free or whatever.
Hippies are
Patchouli and everything.
Shut your face.
Huh?
Hippie.
Patchouli and all
She's
of them.
a big fan of patchouli. Like I said,
You said hippie.
I married a hippie, which is weird being a hillbilly, but it happened.
I think that happens all the time.
Probably so.
Long-haired, freaky people.
Naturally come together.
A lot of hippies.
She's always
came
going to
here for
she's
that.
Always going to yoga
off the grid.
and stuff. But I like her. She's pretty good.
I like her. I like her.
She's put up with me.
We've
I'll
been
keep her around.
rambling for a
All
long
right.
time.
Well, we've
Time to go.
waffled.
All
right.
Waffled
I think
out.
so.
We are
All
waffled
right,
out.
We'll see you later.
Have a wonderful
Goodbye.
Thanksgiving.